I've been in recovery for 3.5 years. I'm a wife. I'm a grandmother of 13 grandchildren. I started using when I was 16 years old. Always was trying to stop using. I remember that throughout my whole life. Like, I've always been on a mission to be a better person. I went to high school through the 9th grade and I got pregnant when I was 16 years old. I kind of repeated the cycle of the broken home with my children. That's why, it's a big deal that I've changed my life now and that I've been sober for 3.5 years. And I'm hoping to change the cycle for my family and my grandchildren to, have a better life than what I had. So as a child, I suffered abuse at the hands of my father. He sexually molested me and my sister. For the longest time, and I still struggle a little bit, is a core belief that was instilled in me during that time was that I'm not lovable. In my use of methamphetamines, I know that I was looked at as a dirty person, that I couldn't be trusted, and that I was a thief, and that, I didn't have a job. And all those things were probably true, but there was a stigma to it, to where you just didn't feel like you belonged in society. I was married to a very abusive man, and that I felt as if I was either going to die from the abuse or from the drugs that I was using, and I was using intravenously, methamphetamine, IV use. And I had 3 children, and I was pregnant, and I knew that if I didn't do something at that point, that my children were going to suffer, and then I could possibly die. So I did take the initiative to go to treatment in my 20s and get sober for a while. But I would get sober from the meth and turn to other things. I never stuck it out and never reached out and did the things that they told me to do. I always thought that I'll just do this on my own. You just help me get sober, and then I'll go do it. I didn't think I needed anybody else intruding in my life. I just needed the help to stop. And I tried that a lot of times. I'm not even sure how many times I went to treatment, but it was a lot of times that I went to treatment, and tried the same thing over and over. When you get sober, then you just think, oh, wow, I got this, and you're bragging yourself up and stuff. But then when you slip, because we're human, we're going to make mistakes, and if you have a slip, then you're like, oh, you're just so ashamed of it that, you don't want to try again, because nobody wants to be ashamed of, so you just say, oh, this is who I am. This is it. I just started walking to a church that was 2 blocks down from my house, and going, and I did that for about 6 months, and then finally one weekend I went sober, and it was the community that gathered around me that has kept me sober this time. They understand where I come from. They don't hold it against me. They love on me even more. They encourage me. They tell me that I'm an encouragement, just to see, to know where I've come from, to see where I am now. Like, it encourages them. And in that way, that encourages me to keep going. The sense of belonging has, I think, saved my life. I went from not liking myself at all. I was never enough to get sober for. So, to now I'm worth it. I like who I'm becoming.